Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Old Try Hard Racing with you. Old KTV, you know, they say, I mean, he does the best he can with what he's got, which I admit is not a lot of talent, but it is a whole lot of strategizing. It's, I've done half of this already. It is now part 3 and part 4, and in part 3 I have 2 medium and 1 long, and this isn't the longest long and this isn't the longest short. I might be able to get away. I probably can get away with soft tires here. This one, 2 very long and a long. I don't even think medium tire is going to work here. Yeah, I think I can do soft tires, or yeah, still do soft tires here. We'll see if they're shredded. Hopefully they'll be fine. And then do I do medium and hard tires here? I don't know, I might do hard tires. So I will do this now while I'm thinking of it. Soft tires and repair. Now, can I get a replacement? Oh, that costs too much time. Really? Replacement? No. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Wheel geometry, can I get a replace? No. If I could get one of these standards to replace, there was just too much damage. If I was a little lighter on the vehicle, a little less hard on the vehicle, I could have got replacements which would have lasted longer, but I wasn't. I drove off a cliff. Well, it wasn't off a cliff. All right, we are ready to go. Let's not do that. We are ready to go. Let's not retire from the end by accident. I am driving the Datsun, my beloved Datsun 240Z.
Into 3 left over crest, long tightens.
The closest car from my era that is in the game. If it was a Mustang, if they had a Mustang 5-liter, that would be even nicer from this era. But they don't. 1970. Mid-70s model, but yeah, the 240Z is actually still popular. There's somebody on YouTube who I used to watch, Cone Dodger.
3, 2, 1, go.
And I think his YouTube ID is at Cone Dodger 240. In fact,
left over crest, long tightens.
And he does, and I can never remember the name of it. He has a 240Z, which he's been fixing up forever. He's probably got it fixed up by now. And he does, you know, he would broadcast on YouTube and stream some.
Opens.
His working on getting the 240Z all fixed up. You know, it's a project car. But he would also do autocross, I think it's called, where the reason he got the name Cone Dodgers because autocross to
5 left.
I think that's what it's called.
Into 3 right long.
You go out to
left.
You know, some parking lot somewhere. If you're an amateur, you have permission to go out to some parking lot somewhere, and they set up cones, and you have to drive around the cones as quickly as possible.
Into 4 right long, opens, into 4 left
and
long, opens.
You know, so that's autocross. Generally as quickly as possible. I think they also
into
have
right,
like certain events
30,
that you have to.
open hairpin left.
It would be like a time-based rally where you're supposed to go through it at a specific speed, and of course you get to the target speed. But I think in general, would be the autocross with best time through the cones. So Cone Dodger, and he used a different car for that while he was working with 240Z. I haven't caught up to him in a while. It's been years since I watched him. Hopefully he's doing using the 240Z in the autocross now. But yeah, he got a bunch of parts with a 240Z. He bought one that needed to be completely stripped down and rebuilt. You know, he basically just got a chassis.
Into 4 right.
And you know, rebuilding it.
Caution 30.
And
2 right long tightens.
yeah, I mean,
Into 4 left of
and I don't
crest,
even know if the chassis
long
was in great
tightens.
condition. He might have gotten a frame and had to find all the body parts. I don't know.
Into 4 left.
But yeah, huge project.
Keep right of a crest,
I was never a motorhead in that respect.
2 right long opens.
I mean, the most complicated thing I think I've ever done with a car is
left.
top off the oil.
3 right long into open
Top off the washer fluid. I think that's probably the most. You know, I've changed a tire or two, but that's about it.
4 left.
I've not.
3 right long tightens.
I've not. You know,
Into 2 left.
certainly not rebuild an engine. I don't think I've ever
Into 6
changed
right.
the oil on a
Opens
vehicle.
50. 3 right
So,
long tightens.
Yeah, not a motorhead.
Into 3 left.
But I've always loved driving. I've always loved watching
Into 3
performance
right long
driving.
tightens.
I've always loved playing video games,
Into 6 left of a crest. 30.
driving video games.
2 right
Generally,
tightens.
you know, performance driving racing games,
Into open
not
heavy
like
left.
you know, Grand Theft Auto or
Opens.
anything like that.
6 left.
Um,
Into 4 right tightens.
There was a Need for Speed series that was called
Into
Need for
5 left.
Speed Shift,
And 2 right
and then they
tightens.
also
1
did a Shift 2, and I regret that I never got Shift 2.
Into 4 left.
I would love
And
to
3
find
right
it
long.
if it was
Opens
available
of a
on
crest
console
gate.
somewhere. That would be the greatest thing. It was an actual racing game. It wasn't like the
3 right
usual
long
Need for
tightens.
Speeds where you're trying to outrun the cops and stuff like that. Although that can be fun
Into
too.
4 left. Into
You
4
know,
right.
outrunning the cops and you're trying to, you know,
Into 5
beat
left of
people
a
on the
crest. Extra long.
drag races for new cars and stuff like that.
Into 5 right.
You know, it was a serious
open happy left.
racing game. You did circuit races.
30. Caution. 5 left.
And
Into 2
that's
right
I've
long.
always
Tightens
liked that.
1
Need for
tightens.
Speed Shift had this interesting thing where if
Into
you
6
would
left
get
of
in a
crest.
wreck,
6 right. Into
as far
2
as I know, it was
left
unique. They claimed it was unique. If you would get in a wreck,
2 right
you
long.
would suffer
Opens
like
30.
blurred vision and stuff
3
to
right long.
represent that, you know, maybe you were now had a concussion. I don't
3
think
right
that
long.
would.
Tightens
I
of
don't think
crest.
you know, it's probably a touchy subject that they wouldn't be able to get
Into
away
1
with doing
left.
that now, but yeah, that was one of
Into
their
1 right
one of
tightens.
their
Into
shticks.
open happy left.
One of the things that put them apart is that you wouldn't just get car damage,
2
you would
right
get
tightens.
physical damage to
Opens long
yourself,
of a
which
crest. 30.
you know, you'd have to recover from getting in an accident
Open happy left.
physically as well. It wouldn't last forever, but you know, you'd
Into 1 right.
drive with some kind of impairment, physical impairment.
30. 6 left of a crest. 30.
Which is just
Open happy left.
so wrong, you know. So
Into 2
wrong.
right. Into 5 left. Into 3 right long. Finish. 30 to stop.
Of course, if it was, you know, GTA, you'd have to drive with, you know, a bullet hole in you or something. So I guess that's less wrong than driving with a concussion. Anyway, okay, what position? 40. I'm moving up. I am doing this the first Saturday of the month. This is now, you're getting this the fourth Saturday of the month, right? I publish it second, third, fourth Saturday of the month. So part 4 of this is going to go out first Saturday in March. February only has 4
Starts
Saturdays this
1
month.
right, very long. Opens 30. 1 left tightens.
So
Good luck.
part 4 will go out on the same day as the March edition of the 100 Race to 100 Million. I'll plug that as well. Race to 100 Million. First Sunday of the month. Same time as this is released.
3, 2,
6 p.m.
1, go.
or 6
One
a.m.
right,
U.S. sometime,
very
which is
long.
approximately noon in the UK.
Opens 30.
Usually noon in the UK, although our daylight savings times don't line up.
One left tightens.
So often,
30.
Four
left, don't cut.
it doesn't.
Into 3 right.
There isn't
into
two.
Caution, don't cut. 3 left.
2 dirt rallies in the month.
50 over
Often
crest. 1 right tightens.
the first of the month is there is
Opens
no
into
video
turn unseen. Don't cut 1 left tightens.
for the official club racing.
And 3 right.
Because
Into
I
2
start
left.
publishing on the. I mean, not
Into
often.
3 right.
It's 4 times a year or something.
Opens into 1 left
There's
tightens.
no bleed over. There's an extra Saturday in the month.
And turn 3 right.
But come play in the
Turn
official club.
immediate
You'll
for
find it.
left
Just
of a
if you're
crest.
searching for the club, I believe
Opens
there's a
long,
link
don't
in the
cut
YouTube
tightens. 2
description.
into cut maybe 4 right.
On Twitch, do I still have Exclam
30.
official? I don't know if I still have
3
Exclam
left.
official.
Into 3 right.
To
Opens
give you a
30.
link to the official Dirt Rally Club.
Open
But I know
hairpin
it's in
right.
the YouTube description. Join the club, race.
Into 3 left.
Do a screen capture of
Into
your
5
final
right.
times and
Into 4 left. Very long. Opens 30.
post it in a comment. Can you post videos? I don't know if you can post in a comment. Oh, I never did set up a community
Into 3
page on
left.
YouTube. I got very little
Into turn
responses.
2
I
right.
didn't want to set up a dead community page. I might still
Opens
set it up, but it
into
does
4
take
left.
some work.
Opens very long. Tightens over crest.
But I did have, if you go to my post, there
Into
is
3
still
right
a post
long.
back in history
Don't cut. Opens
under my home. It's
into 2 left.
youtube.com/@rollkcv/posts,
right.
I think, with an S.
And 3 left.
And
Don't cut.
there
3
I have
grid.
a post somewhere
Opens
through
over
there,
crest.
back
Into 6
a
right
few
over
posts
crest.
ago,
Into
that
3 left long. Tightens, don't cut.
is a survey asking people if they want me
Into
to,
6 right.
if they want to join a community.
Into don't
Because
cut. 4
now I
left.
can do a two-way community on
Into 5
YouTube
right.
where
20.
people can. You don't have to. You have to, I
left.
think, at least
Into slow.
subscribe to me
2
on
right.
YouTube, which is
Very
free. You
long.
don't have to be a member, but then
Opens
you'll
over
be able to
crest.
post stuff onto the post
Into
channel,
4
and
left.
then
Slow 20.
everyone can communicate. It's
Keep
like
right over
posting
crest,
to a
turn unseen,
Facebook
open
wall
hairpin
or
left.
something. I don't know if that's how Facebook works anymore, or a MySpace wall, or whatever they call it on MySpace.
3 right of a crest.
So yeah, anybody would be
Into
able to do
5
that.
left.
But I got only
30.
2 people that responded, and there's
4 left
4
long
options
tightens.
there. One is I would definitely
Into 6
join a
right.
community page. You set one up. The
And 6
second option
left.
was I would
Into 2 right
join,
tightens.
but only if at least I'd be interested in joining if at least
Into
5
2
other
left
people were
tightens.
committed. I got 1 vote for that, and then I
Into
got
4
no
right.
votes for
Opens of a crest.
the other 2 options, which were I
Into
might
6 left
consider it
long.
if at least 10 people
Into
joined,
5
and
right
and
long.
one was
Tightens 3.
the last one was probably not, but I might be convinced if at least 20 other people
Into 5 left. Don't cut.
had joined or something.
And keep
So
right of a 30.
having
6
only
left
gotten
of a
2
crest long.
votes, I disappointed the one
3, don't
person who
cut.
said they would join
Into 1
regardless.
right.
But
Into don't cut 3
I
left.
think with only one other person in the community, that would be a little sad. That's
20,
part of the reason why I never set up a
6 right.
Discord. I
Just
would have
slow,
loved to
1
set up
left
a Discord,
tightens.
but I administered a moderately
Into 1
sized
right tightens.
Discord with about 1,000
Opens
members.
60
To give you
over
an idea
crest
how
and
big it
finish.
was.
70
So
to
maybe
stop.
mid-size, a few hundred active, concurrently active, and that was such a burden being an administrator of Discord. But then this was at a time when Discord didn't have a lot of auto moderation, so you had to do find a lot of bots, third-party bots, and do a lot of manual administration stuff. So I wasn't going to set up the Discord unless I had an administrator I could trust. And I will say, if you are a professional if you have admin, I couldn't pay you, but if you had admin a Discord server in the past, 39, I moved up one place. I would still be willing to set up my Discord. I have a skeleton for it. I would still be willing to set up my Discord, but I need somebody I could trust. So you whisper me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollCageInTheBarTV. You can send me a direct message on Discord. It is my ID there is @RollCageTV, but don't send me a friend request. I delete all friend requests. If you send me a message, you don't have to send me a friend request to send me a message
30,
request.
Crest and don't cut.
If
3
you
right
send
long
me a
tightens,
message
into 3 left over crest long
request,
tightens.
Make
Good
sure you
luck.
say in there you're applying for an admin position, and then I can talk to you there. The best place is whisper me on Twitch, and then we can chat there a little bit. And if you seem serious, we can chat on Discord.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I mean,
Crest 30,
I'm sure there's a lot of
don't cut,
crossover
3
between
right long
people that
tightens,
follow me
into 3
on
left over crest
Twitch
long
and
tightens,
subscribe to me on YouTube, which I think it's
30,
dumb that YouTube calls it
3
subscribers.
right long,
Everyone
tightens over
else is
crest,
they call it
30,
followers.
don't cut, open heavy
But
left.
anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of crossover between people that do that, but I know there's a lot of people that only
keep
follow
middle
me on
of a
Twitch,
crest.
and a bunch of people that
6
only
left.
subscribe to me on
Into 2
YouTube.
right long, tightens,
And
don't cut.
so if they only
Opens.
follow me on Twitch, they're probably not interested in
Into
joining
cut.
the YouTube
5 left. Into 3
community.
right long.
But
5
I would get
left.
people from both of those groups on a Discord.
Into
The
6
one
right
thing
long. Open to the
because
crest,
Discord
30.
can be a very scary place, it requires a lot of maintenance.
Left long,
I would,
tightens 3.
I do have a bot that would check to make sure that
Into
you are
4 right
either a
long,
follower of mine on
opens.
Twitch
Into
or a
4 left
subscriber of
long,
mine on YouTube.
Opens.
Unfortunately, I need a third-party bot for that because Discord
Into 5
themselves
right.
does not have
Slow
functionality
30.
like that built
Open
in.
hairpin left.
And they might have the ability, or at least with some of the bigger add-ons, they
Into open
might have the
right.
ability to check if you are a paid member
Opens.
on
30.
YouTube, or you are a paid
4 right
subscriber
long,
on
opens over crest.
Twitch,
Into 5
or
left
you
long over
are a
crest.
Patreon.
Into slow, 2 right tightens.
In other words, you give me money, but it's not going to be a private Discord just for people
Into
to give me
1
money.
left.
You know, me and 3 other people,
2
and
right
I don't know if
tightens.
even they would be interested in
30. Don't cut, open hairpin
interested
left.
in being on Discord. But
Into 4 right.
so the one downside of the Discord, the other downside of the Discord would be,
Caution,
even though it would
30.
be open
2 right long
to
tightens.
all followers on Twitch and
Into 4 left
subscribers,
over crest.
all
Long
free
tightens.
viewers on both platforms, you would have to give
Into 3 right
limited
long over crest.
access to your subscriber
Into 4
list
left.
or follower list. You would have to give
Keep right over
access
crest,
to
30
this
through
spot
8. 6 left over
for
crest long into 2 right
your
long opens.
to access to your follower list on Twitch and your subscriber list or your subscriber list on YouTube,
Into 4 left. And
which maybe you don't want to do.
3 right long.
I would not blame
left.
anyone who says, I'm not sure I trust this bot to give them permission to do that.
30.
It will tell you when you give it permission, it does tell you
Into 3 right long
on both
tightens.
platforms, it tells you very specifically what rights they are looking for.
Into 2 left.
And very specifically it says access to your
Into
follower
6
list
right.
or access to your
Opens
subscriber list.
50.
But yeah,
3
to sign
right
up for the
long tightens.
Discord, you would have to give that
Into 3
information.
left.
So there would be that. I don't
Into
think I
3
have
right
enough
long
followers, unique
6
followers
left
on
over
Twitch
crest, 30.
and subscribers
2
on
right tightens.
YouTube to really justify a
Into
Discord.
open hairpin left.
Because I wouldn't want the Discord to be dead, but the Discord is
Opens.
better.
6 left.
Even if
Into
it's
4
a
right
basically
tightens.
dead Discord, it is better because then I could post things on there, and even if people
Into
don't
5
chat,
left. And 2 right tightens.
they
1.
could have notifications turned on.
Into 4 left.
for my announcements. Because like when I go on vacation or something, I'm going to announce that. Or if there's some change in the Twitch schedule, I can announce that. Because there's a big problem with Twitch. I can't announce anything on Twitch. I can announce something on my posts. I can put a post on YouTube announcing it. And I do not use, at this point, I do not use any other social media. I am not about to use the most popular social media ever again. For reasons people might be able to guess, because I like to set up a friendly environment. And yeah, the social medias I did use are now not a friendly place, not a welcoming place. There is, I do have a Blue Sky account, but not a lot of people have Blue Sky accounts. And so few people that I don't announce anything on Blue Sky. I don't really use Blue Sky. Although I might start doing that. If you're interested in Blue Sky, which is competitive with the competitive and similar to the larger social media account that used to be good. Then let me know. Again, whisper me on Twitch. We got Blue Sky. I do know YouTubers who now promote their Blue Sky account, so I'm not alone in that. Instagram, I also have an Instagram account. I'm at RollCageTV on every platform except for Twitch. And I would like to not have the underbar on Twitch. Twitch.tv/underbartv. I hate the underbar, but the guy that does not have the underbar, there's already someone that doesn't have the underbar, and they must have lost their password and moved on to some other things in life.
Into caution,
and Twitch has said, oh, you know what? My party chat has gone away. Hold on a second. Let me fix that. Okay, sorry. I really hate to pause the game, but I suddenly heard my voice playback being wiggly, so sorry for the pause, and sorry for the warbliness of my voice. It's a Twitch bug on the Xbox, and they're arguing over whose fault it was. They rebuilt the Twitch app and to make it more compatible with the Twitch app on Xbox was designed to be just for Xbox, and I think the same thing on PlayStation, and then they rewrote them to be more compatible with the code and the interface with the Smart TV Twitch app, which meant they took away a bunch of functionality. Although they did integrate it better, it is easier to start a stream and stuff than it used to be, but because you can do it right off of you don't have to open Twitch, you can do it right off of the Xbox menu. Problem is, since they wrote it from the ground up, they introduced a bug, and with their audio, they must have used a different, I'm speculating on this, but I know how coding works, they must have used a different library call than they used previously to send the audio, and I think they're arguing back and forth, because it hasn't been fixed in years. Whose fault it is, Microsoft will tell them, well, use this library code, and Twitch will say, well, no, you fix your library call, because you have it in your API, your published application programming interface, your API, this is the library call that should be used, and so you fix it on your end, and other guys say, no, you fix it on your end, and it goes back and forth, and currently, at least on the Xbox One, which is what I'm using, YouTube I can't stream directly to YouTube from the Xbox. So that's not an option for me. There's been other options. And I think that might be because,
Into
YouTube
2
is owned by
tightens.
Google, and
Into 3
Xbox
left.
is owned by Microsoft.
30.
And there's been 1 or 2 lawsuits between the two of them.
4 right
I
long,
don't think they like
tightens
each
3.
other.
Opens over crest into 5
You know,
left.
Chrome versus Edge,
Into
and
1 right tightens.
Google versus Bing,
Into
and
don't cut, open hairpin
you know,
left.
they clash in the markets a
Opens
lot,
30.
and there's been some lawsuits
2 left
thrown
tightens.
around, and they don't
Into 3
cooperate
right
with each other all that much, which is sad.
Into 3 left
Now,
long.
the YouTube app on console is actually
Into 2 right
very good.
extra
It's
long.
just, again, the same
Opens over
app
crest.
runs on
Into 1
consoles
left
that
tightens.
effectively, the back end I'm sure is different, but the interface and all that stuff, the
Into
user
caution,
experience is the
open
same as
hairpin
the,
right.
and
Into
most
2
of the
left.
code that lives on top of the back end
Into 2 right.
is the same between the
Into
smart
3
TV
left long.
apps and the console apps, which is different than
Into open hairpin
the
right
Android
tightens.
apps. I mean, some smart TVs probably
Into
run
open
on
hairpin
Android,
left.
but I
Opens
don't
over
know. I
crest.
think there are Android smart TVs out there,
Caution
but
20. 2 right
traditionally,
tightens.
the smart TVs have less
3
interface
left.
because you're not
Into 3
tapping the
right.
screen. You've got a controller,
30.
you know, a remote control or something that you're
2
working
right
it
long.
with.
Opens. 30. 3 left long. Tightens. Open hairpin left.
One nice
Open
thing
finish.
about the Twitch app on YouTube, or the Twitch app on smart TVs and consoles, is I can watch a VOD ad-free. I never get an ad pop up if I'm watching a VOD. And I don't watch a lot of streams live anymore. So I always say you can give respect out to the Twitch viewers, even though there's nobody chatting. Chubb, sorry I missed your chat. I was driving. You're going to go now? Have a good 10 hours more streaming. Well, thank you very much, Chubb. Sorry I missed your... I'll have to catch up with you in Discord, and thank you again for stopping by. Yeah, even if there's nobody chatting, and I suspect maybe, you know, I don't have more than one live viewer. I know people watch VODs, so I still respect the people that watch VODs on Twitch, because I do the same thing. I used to watch Twitch live a lot and chat a lot, and I don't do that so much anymore. Occasionally when I end my stream, I'll find someone to raid and chat then. But I usually have stuff to do after I finish my raid, so now I'm more than an hour. But usually when I raid someone after my stream, I just say hi briefly and then take off to do the other stuff I have to. I stream 4 days a week on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you want to join me live, you can go to twitch.com/rollcage_TV/schedule, or just find the schedule off of, you know, your homepage or whatever. Which not sure you can even do on the console or smart TV app. But 4 days a week, usually it's Civilization 2 or Civilization 6, Tuesdays and Thursday evenings at 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And then those are 3 hours long. And then Saturdays and Sundays, starting at 12:30, half past noon U.S. Central Time, I stream for 6.5, 7 hours on those days. So it adds up to about 20 hours a week I stream. I'm an old retired guy, and then I spend at least half that amount of time taking those streams and chopping them up for YouTube consumption. Anyway, I am going to take a break now. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll do part 4 coming up here in a few minutes. Very quickly. If you're watching on YouTube, that will be it for this episode. Part 4 will be out in a week. Saturday at 6 a.m. 06 hours U.S. Central Time, which is almost always noon in the UK, and almost always midnight in almost never midnight in New Zealand, but it is plus or minus an hour depending on the time of year, thanks to daylight savings time. YouTube, thanks for watching. Twitch, stick around. Either way, I will see you then.